Alright, first time doing a video like this. I'm going to be reviewing the new season in Pixel Gun. Usually I do this kind of thing for Monster Legends, my mainstay on this channel. But I thought this would be cool, and a lot of people are ditching ML, so, you know, gotta move on eventually. I'm never gonna move on, but okay. So the guns for this season, I believe there's a tab for it. Let me find. They're really, I know for a fact there's a tab for this. Yeah, no, I'm never gonna find it. Okay, so the guns for this season are spellbooks. Spellbooks are infamously like mid in this game because they're always just bullet shooters. Like, look, spellbooks, I believe there should be one that you can buy in here in special. Maybe wrong. Right here. Yeah, they're always just, spellbooks can only ever shoot straight forward. There's not too much diversity in that, so it can get kind of boring, but it's pretty cool, you know? And the fact that you can hold spellbooks is just the coolest thing ever. So you've got one for poison, which is a piercing shot. I personally hate rockets with piercing shot because it is oh well, I hate them with wall break more than I hate them with piercing shot, because wall break, like, a rocket's big damage is from that area damage, and with wall break you don't get it. But with piercing shot, it still works, but you only get the piercing damage, you don't get the explosion damage until it hits a wall. You've got Airblade, another piercing shot, kind of weird. Another rocket piercing shot. Is that a theme here? And Electric Shock. Electric Shock, I think that doesn't let you jump, and it makes you kind of slow. It's real annoying to deal with, but it's not the greatest. And then Airblade. Wait, Airblade gives Electric Shock? Oh, okay, this one does something slightly different. So this does rockets, this one does single shots. So not like the other two. Other than the, like, I expected the Airblade to give chain damage and not electric, but, you know, that's just words. So this one has a single shot with area damage. I like that. I like that it doesn't have piercing shot like the other two. And chain damage. Yeah, there's a lot of thunder guns, like Zeus's gun from the Greek gods battle pass. A lot of thunder guns do chain damage. It's pretty cool, but it's hard to use most times. Now, let me see. Oh yeah, this battle pass. A lot to go over in a battle pass. So first, I'll start with, of course, the first two things you get for free. Now, I can speak to this gun since I have used it already. I've already gotten, look, the 75 kills with it as required. It is a pretty good gun, but I'm so used to using Project Marlin's, the Shotgun gun, the X-ray military gun that I bought the last video. That any gun without X-ray or, you know, infrared vision is really hard to use for me, because that indication of where they are and then just shooting is really good. But this is pretty good too. It's a legendary with laser and wall break, which are both kind of the same thing, but whatever. And it heals while reloading. Now, big thing to note here is I used it, and it is a full 100% heal while you're reloading. So in a match, you could just switch to this, shoot, reload, that is 100% shield. This will be really good if you're playing arena. Second off is this glider. I really like it because this is one of the first gliders I've seen where you're actually doing something. Most gliders, like, look, I'll show you right now. I'm rejecting so many ads. This game is so ad heavy. Most gliders, you're just, you know, you're in something, you're riding something, you're holding on to something, you become a god. You know, it's stuff like that. Typical, right? But this one, you're actually like sitting there as a spell gets written in your hands that you're holding. This is a really cool glider. I gotta say, I really love it. I'm gonna use this one a lot. And it's got a cool aesthetic that, yeah, this is just amazing. A-tier glider. And then, let's see what is next. Let me see. Just a little chandelier thing. I love the ghost set here because his head is tilted in a way that a lot of characters in this game's heads aren't. And it looks cool. Next is the ghost skin. I'm not going over the rewards because the rewards are just like miscellaneous. They're neither here nor there. They're just nice to get accumulatively. accumulatively. Boom, did it. Now this has got to be one of my favorite cars ever. There's a coffin at the front that says Nick, 3 floating skulls, and a giant, not giant, but an owl overseeing it at the back. I love that translucent blue color. I just really like this. Like, I'm sure you can speak to it too. This is an amazing, what's it called? Transport. Wise owl. I mean, it's really basic, honestly. This is basically the same thing in my mind as, the other battle pass pet that I'm still using, the pet, which is just flight and healing. They're really literally the same thing, so nothing special about it, but it looks pretty cute. So there's that. Where was I? Oh, right. Okay, cool little chandelier. There's a heavy right here, which I haven't seen the blindness yet, but blindness can vary with how strong it is, but usually when it's light like this, it gives a pretty strong blind effect. And yeah, the designs for this battle pass, I heard it was like magic school, and I was like, oh no, just another Harry Potter thing. But this design goes hard. Like the gliders and everything from this battle pass, just another rocket thrower, except it's a special, not a heavy like I thought. So there's that. Look at that. The fire rate is it's not that fast, and for a legendary you got to do more faster since you do less damage, but whatever. You'll get the average amount of bird stuff. This I really like. That trail, I always love it when they have a pixelated image and then the trail, you know, like the scrolls one or this. It's a pretty trail. The skin, Potion Master, I think this is supposed to look like some Harry Potter character. Like there's that one Star Wars Darth Vader knockoff actor who looks just like this, and he's in Harry Potter, so I think that's who it is. But look at his chest right there. There's an animated little vial of poison, so that's cool. A lot of snakes, so I think Slytherin was the name of that Harry Potter stuff. Another cool pickaxe, although this one is really big. It's got a fire animation and poison animation. I like it. And then, almost spent all that. Comfortable magic broom. This is pretty cool. You know, you've got your potion vials on the side, got the magic in the back. Oh, I thought, no, there is a chair, and then there's a Dora the Explorer style backpack with the face. You got a little cauldron at your hands. You could probably drink that. There's a little hat in the back. Really nice designs. Now this is the big thing out of this battle pass, in my mind, because shotgun, like backup shotguns, are some of the most OP guns in the game. When I think about it, Rebel and the dual fire shotgun, the fake pistol, are both so powerful. And now we are getting the next mythical backup shotgun, and it is the sorting pistol. But I think this is going to become the most OP one, since it has head enlargement, so you make their head bigger, which with backup shotguns, the big thing is they shoot fast and they have a tight range, so you can kind of easily headshot them. Now headshotting them is going to be a breeze. Their heads are bigger, and you get more increased damage to headshot. And with all that bullet spread, it's easier to nail them in their head. It'll be bigger, it'll be stronger. I think this gun is going to be really OP. 4 shots, that's about the average. And then the last thing out of this battle pass is, of course, the hardcore challenges, which are not easy, mind you. It took me all the way up until the last 2 days to get the hardcore challenge stuff from the last Pixel Gun battle pass. It was well worth it because it had a really cool glider, but this one is just next level, I think, because you got a pretty cool bird sorcerer skin, right? You can't really tell because it looks like it's from the background, but he's got the purple streaks floating around his arms. You've got a pretty cool heavy gun. It's a mythical with manual guidance, more damage to the cursed, which I have no idea what that means. Someone's gonna have to fill me in. And weakening is pretty powerful. Weakening and charm are the same thing in this game now. It basically means they do 50% less damage, which when someone's working with a primary and they're trying to spray you, that really makes all the difference. And this is a multi-shot, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's pressing it once. So you are pretty easily going to take a lot of people out. I think this is going to be a really good gun. And you've got Raven form, which is one of the most broken gliders I have ever seen. Now, not only do I think it looks cool, but it is one of the only gliders where you cannot see the player's hitbox. You become the glider. This says Raven form. You know, this doesn't say Raven holding you on his talons. And mind you, there are a lot of stuff like that. Like a dragon that holds you. This thing, you hold on to them. You hold on to him. You hold on into his talons. You ride him. But this is the first time you've actually turned into it. And, you know, in Battle Royale, if you're floating above it, that'll be really OP. Maybe I'm wrong and you hold on to those little purple handles below him. But even so, it's a really cool glider. I love the whole purple streaks aesthetic. Seems really evil, and I love the fact that it has like 3 eyes with that, you know, continuous red trail. I'm just admiring the aesthetics of things in this game at this point. Now, Trader's Van. Sadly, it's already moved out, but it was another case of reskinning guns. So, honestly, not much you could have gotten there. Pretty skins, but you get no worth out of that, really. And the last thing, where is it? Sets. I'm really in love with the design of this stuff. But design is not all that matters, but it goes really well with the skin. Area damage, gadget block, disables jumps. So it's basically another, you know, it reminds me a lot of the game I played, Monster Legends Trait Disable. So it's basically another, kind of gives them no options, because a lot of people, when you run into them, they'll start jumping around, they'll activate their mech, they'll maybe throw out a homing missile or the homing bees. But if their traits, no, if their gadget, which I feel like that's their trait, which includes their modules, by the way, if their gadget is disabled, they have nothing they can do the second they run into you other than a fight of like who's better. You know, and disabling jumping around is really important to not getting shot. It makes the difference with how good you are. And yeah, disabling that, pretty good. It should do like the basic amount of damage. I hope it's not like unnecessarily weak. Second, we got this, which I really, if you get this gun, you have to get the skin because it looks too good on it. It's one of my favorite types of guns where it replaces your arm. So it is, of course, I hate it when they do this, but another melee which pulls you towards them. Basically grappling, right? Yeah. Alright. So melee just basically means you do physical damage. Pulling towards target, that means it's a charging shot, kind of like dash. When you fully charge, you'll grapple towards wherever you were aiming at. That can be pretty good in certain modes, which is why it's gonna be banned in certain modes. Cause like, if you play free play, guns like the ODSM killer or whatever the Attack on Titan gun was, it had a powerful dash, and they disabled it because they didn't want you flying around the island like that. So yeah, it'll probably be out of the question for free play, but with poison and melee damage, it should get the job done. It's just another basic grappler. And last thing I gotta unnecessarily admire, oh look, there's the Rebel I was telling you about earlier, an OP handheld shotgun, is the skin. And I know there's not much to review on a literal skin, but in my mind, this is so sick. It's got all of these glowing, you know, hooks as if it were an anglerfish. In the center of its body, it's got this eye that's looking around, and they all blink at the same time. Which for anyone who's coming here just watching this because it's my video, but you don't play this game, this kind of animation, like of this quality, is a really new thing for this game, and I really love to see it. It looks sick. Like, you see this skin right here? I've got a lot of skins, but yeah, that is about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna make a set for this girl first, you know. Let me see. I feel like she really goes with this, because I never get to use this glider, but as I said, this is one of the coolest gliders I've ever seen. I think meow, does that, I'm gonna do Crescent Moon. And for this, I'm gonna go once again the Sailor Moon anime, not crossover because it wasn't technical, it was more of a knockoff kind of thing, but whatever. Yeah, that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will respond to it. Love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And see if this video reached anybody who actually plays the game and not just my usual audience. Comment and I will respond. Want to hear your thoughts on this battle pass? It's personally one of my favorites in a very long time. I really love everything out of this battle pass, maybe except for this skin. But even so, look at that pretty blue glow. That's awesome. Okay, I love everything in this battle pass. So yeah, leave your thoughts on it. Did you like this one more? But if you liked another one, which one did you like more? Subscribe to join the Crab Army. We are at 113 subscribers, and I'm kind of diversifying my content. So, you know, subscribe, hop on the wagon, because we are, you know, we're headed towards the moon, me and the Crab Army. And that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it helpful. Hope you have a great day. That's about it. Your favorite Omni-Crab signing out.